Hi there. Welcome to this episode of Discover New Braunfels. I'm so excited to introduce to you Susie and Michael Viberall of Room Redux. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
We're doing real well.
That's good. That's good. Please tell our viewers today about the amazing, awesome, fabulousness of Room Redux.
Well, Room Redux transforms the rooms of children who have faced sexual and or physical abuse, any type of trauma. We do it anonymously, so the child never sees us. We only make contact with the caregiver or the parent, and it's done in one day. So we split before the child gets home from school or from Six Flags or wherever they've gone for the day. And that way there are no expectations that the child or children, they don't have to say thank you. It's an awesome, wonderful thing.
Very often when a child has experienced abuse, even after they've gone through the healing process, they still have to go back and live in their room where the abuse may have occurred, sometimes even the very bed where the abuse occurred. And so by transforming that room and making it something that's completely new, we can help expedite that healing process for them a little bit more.
Oh, gosh, that just gives me chills from head to toe, you guys.
It's wonderful.
What planted the seed in your heart?
Well, the statistics, and this is Texas, this is New Braunfels, Comal County, 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys are sexually abused before the age of 18. That's staggering. It's huge. It's a lot of children, and it's happening everywhere. So, the goal is to help with that healing process, like Michael said. They're getting counseling. We get all our referrals from counselors, psychologists, CPS caseworkers, law enforcement, because we want to know that they're in counseling or have gone through counseling. It's crucial that they get that part of the healing process. But then again, they're going back to the same room where there are triggers and these types of things. So we had this thought, why not transform the rooms for these children? And like I said, no expectations. They just come home to a brand new room. There are organizations that get grants that remodel children's rooms, once a year, things like that. But our goal is to transform all children's rooms who need the help, honestly.
One of the main things here, though, is that typically the pattern of abuse is cyclical. And so if, say, a caregiver abuses a child, then that child is statistically more likely to grow up and become an abuser themselves. But by getting in the middle of that process before it has the chance to happen and helping them heal from that early on, that increases the chances that they'll break that cycle.
Right.
And so the statistics are horrifying right now, right here in New Braunfels, to say nothing of the rest of the United States. But by adjusting that, our hope at least is that we can start to slow the tide of abuse in our country.
Right, and create awareness.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
What's neat too is a lot of times, the relationship between the parent or caregiver and the child has been damaged because maybe the daughter feels like mom didn't protect her from boyfriend or grandpa or whoever it is. So we tell, the caregivers or parents, tell them whatever you want, because they often ask, what do I tell her? What do I tell them or him? And we say, tell them whatever you want. You can tell them that you did it, in hopes that will help, mend it, and make it better. And we did some transformations in May, 3 transformations in one house, 6 children, and we had to send them away to a resort that weekend. We had some extra funding and we sent them away because we knew it was going to take a day and a half. And that mother and grandmother told the 6 children that they planned this vacation, that they saved and saved and saved so they could take them. And then when they got home and they saw their new rooms and they were ecstatic and screaming and jumping up and down. I have a video. Well, it's deleted now, but they sent me a video. It's amazing. They're so excited. And that grandmother and mother told them that they saved and had people do the rooms for them. So those children now know, wow, grandma and mom really love us, and we have stability and we can rely on them. We can count on them.
That's so so amazing.
It's great.
So one of the things that we haven't quite touched on yet, every single room that we do is completely unique to the child. So when we first find a child, which, have you explained that process yet?
The referrals.
The referrals. Once we get a child who's referred, we go in and we talk to the caregiver, our point of contact for this. And we have a long list of information that we gather about their tastes, their needs, their preferences. And so every room that we do then is tailored directly to the child. It's not a one-size-fits-all,
Very
all right,
specific.
everybody's going to get blue walls and patterned floors kind of thing. Every single room is completely unique. And so we give each room then its code name, so to speak, to refer to it. So for instance, this last one that we were talking about, what was it? There were 3 children and they all had very different tastes. And so one of them was Batman and unicorns. One of them was pineapple. What was the other one?
Glam.
Glam.
It was 6 children. Yes.
That's right.
Wow.
Yep. And the one that we transformed 2 weekends ago was Puppy Love.
Puppy love. I saw the photos of that. It was
Yeah.
so sweet. Yeah.
And the transformations, when we say transform, we mean transform. We went in there, we ripped up carpet, we laid down new flooring, painted all the walls, we patch walls if we need to, new lighting.
Always a new bed. Always a new
Always.
mattress.
Yes. And we like to shift things around too, so it looks like a brand new room.
Right.
Nothing's in the same place.
That's great. Yeah, I've been following you guys on Facebook and seeing the transformations. They do a really good job at posting some befores and afters, and it's just such it's so incredible.
It's
So
fun.
special. It's so special.
I
You
love
guys
it so
are
much.
pretty amazing. This
Oh,
is
okay.
Thank you.
quite a thing that you're doing for people,
Thank you.
for
Well,
children. We're taking care of the children.
I'll tell you what. One thing that we say, we have a hashtag. It's We Are Room Redux. So if you have thought about, talked about, prayed about, spread the word about, liked us on Facebook, checked out our website,
Listened to this.
listened to this, conducted this, donated time, items, volunteered, any of that, then you are Room Redux. So you are Room Redux, Melanie. Yep.
I just really want to bring awareness to you guys to maybe help viewers and people in our community know that this organization exists and have the desire to help in one way or another.
Yes, please.
So, yes, yeah. So where can you guys be found?
Well, our website is www.roomredux.org. That's ROOMREDUX.org. We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Our phone number is
830-743-8320.
Great.
And on our website, there's a contact form you can fill out if you're interested in getting involved.
Yes.
And speaking of getting involved, it's important to note we're a nonprofit. We're funded entirely through grants and donations, and the people who give their time to come and assist with the transformations are all volunteers. And so if you're interested in volunteering, or if you have products that you would like to donate, or if you have money that you would like to donate, we're in need of all of those things, and you can find all of that information on our website, roomredux.org.
That's right. And all volunteers do get background checks, and then we go from there.
To give our viewers an idea of what it involves monetarily, like say somebody just doesn't have the time to come out and do the actual physical labor and wants to say, look, I want to sponsor a room. What would that cost roughly?
So the room transformations average out around $2,000, and that's because we're, like I said, completely transforming the room and tailoring it to that child. I mean, when Michael touched on that, but we find out their likes and dislikes. What colors do they love? What do they hate? Do they want a TV in their room? What about an Xbox? One time we put a triple decker bunk bed in a room.
What? Wow.
Yes, and so
Great.
the more children that are in a room, the more that's 3 of everything, 3
Yeah.
comforters, 3 everything. So around $2,000.
Great. So if you belong to a club, a group, an organization, maybe your office would like to get together and sponsor a room, I think that would be a great way that you guys can help. So on Discover New Braunfels, I normally talk to businesses, but with you guys being a nonprofit organization, I love to help bring awareness to these amazing organizations and businesses that we have in our town. But my curiosity is, what is your favorite nonprofit organization in New Braunfels? Besides Room Redux, of course.
Of course.
Of course. You know, I love all of the nonprofits. I love what everyone does. I love everyone's mission. They're all so different. And one thing that I absolutely love is collaboration. I love when businesses come together, when nonprofits come together. That is one of my favorite things, because there shouldn't be any competition. It should be,
Right.
we're all working toward the same end, for the same goal, to help people. So
The community as a whole has really stepped up in all directions.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, tell me about this dip jar.
The dip jar. So it's what is it? It's a thing. It's a box. How do you even describe it? It's a box people can swipe their card in,
yes.
and
It's super fun. It's got our logo on it, and if you want to donate, I can set it at any amount. So if you want to donate 5, you want to donate 100, however much you want, the amount that you want to donate, I can change it on the computer, and then it changes it. I wish I had a picture of it. If you go on Facebook, our website, or our page, you can see a demonstration of it with our cat. But you dip your card in, and boom, you've donated, and it lights up. It's kind of like gambling. It's kind of like Las Vegas. It's
Oh,
fun.
fun.
It goes, and you're done.
That's fun.
Yes.
So where can these be found? They're at different locations throughout, or?
well, different locations in New Braunfels host it each month.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Okay.
so in the past, we've had it at Perky Peacock, we've had it at Family Mattress,
Okay. Great.
and so there's no telling where it'll pop up next. But
Buttermilk Cafe.
Okay. Great.
Yes. And actually, the Book House, Sabrina Caldwell is a board member. And
Oh,
so
great.
she has the dip jar, one of our dip jars, at the Book House. You can go anytime and donate there.
So if somebody goes to your Facebook page, will they be able to find out where the dip jar is for that month?
They will.
Okay,
We kind of
good.
do a fun thing. Where is the dip jar? We take pictures and make it kind of elusive, You have to guess. And whoever wins, whoever guesses correctly, gets a koozie.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Susie and Michael, thank you so much for having us here today and
Thank
giving us the
you.
opportunity to introduce New Braunfels in the world to Room Redux, and for helping our viewers know how each and every one of us can be Room Redux with you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome. My name is Melanie Esqueda, and I'm a real estate agent with Anders Pierce Realty here in New Braunfels, Texas. If you'd like an introduction to Susie and Michael, or if you'd like to see any of the other places I talk about on Discover New Braunfels, give me a call. I'd love to show you around. And if you'd like to buy or sell a house too, that would be great.